In the vast expanse of cosmic history, there are tales that predate even our most ancient myths, stories whispered on the solar winds, echoing through the corridors of time. Today we're exploring a story of celestial proportions, the silent war of the Anunnaki gods, a conflict fought not with lasers and explosions, but with cosmic will and the very essence of creation. This isn't just any cosmic drama, it's the prelude to the rise of Marduk, a name that would one day resonate across the fabric of space-time itself, long before Marduk rose as king, before he battled chaos, before his name echoed across the heavens. He was a witness, an observer, a student of the ancient conflicts that shaped his destiny. He watched, he learned, and he waited. In an age forgotten by man, when Nibiru ruled the skies and the Anunnaki walked between worlds, a storm of betrayal, ambition, and ancient bloodlines began. A storm brewing in the hearts of gods, threatening to consume everything in its path. A storm that would one day give rise to Marduk. Our cosmic tale begins with Alalu, the first king of the Anunnaki, a ruler crowned by war and feared by rivals. His power seemed as eternal as the stars themselves. He was a force of nature, an unyielding presence in the cosmic order. Alalu, the mighty king of Nibiru, ruled in splendor, yet a shadow made a prophecy whispered among the stars, that his reign would end by the hand of Anu. In the courts of Nibiru, power was a game played in whispers, and Alalu, though crowned king, ruled over a fractured realm. His strength lay in conquest in fear, not loyalty. But in the grand cosmic theater, no throne is ever truly secure. Anu, a prince and master strategist, emerged as the perfect cosmic counterbalance to Alalu's brute force. He possessed a cunning mind and an unwavering ambition, qualities that made him a formidable opponent. Anu watched and forged quiet alliances among rival houses, promised favors, bartered secrets, and built a silent empire behind the throne. When the challenge came, it wasn't just a contest of strength, it was a calculated fall, a king undone by the web he never saw. Their inevitable clash manifested as single combat before the Divine Council, a battle of cosmic titans that would ripple through the very fabric of reality. The council watched with bated breath, knowing that the outcome would determine the fate of Nibiru and perhaps the entire cosmos. The duel of kings, Anu commanding. Alalu, the throne is no longer yours, face me. Alalu, defiant. Anu, usurper, if you seek my crown, take it, if you dare. In this celestial duel, strength collided with strategy, fury against patience. The outcome? Anu's victory, casting Alalu down from his cosmic pedestal. You took the crown by force, Alalu. I take it by fate. The reign of Alalu was over, but the seeds of resentment had been sown. In defeat, Alalu unleashed his final act of treachery and ancient curse upon Anu, a wound that would fester in the hearts of gods. As Anu stood victorious, Alalu, driven by rage and humiliation, lunged forward not with a weapon, but with his jaws. In a savage, unspeakable act, he bit off the very symbol of Anu's power and act, both literal and symbolic, a curse of blood, betrayal, and endless strife. The gods would never be the same again. But here's where the cosmic scales tipped unexpectedly. Instead of sealing Alalu's fate, Anu made what might be the most consequential decision in the history of the universe. A decision born of pride, perhaps, or a misguided sense of mercy. Exiled and burning with the fury of a dying star, Alalu transformed his rage into a cosmic weapon. He commandeered a royal vessel and vanished into the cosmic void, leaving behind a legacy of bitterness and a thirst for revenge. For 7 long cycles he drifted through the silent expanses of space, a lone figure against the backdrop of infinity, fueled by nothing but hatred and a desperate hope for redemption. Then, like a cosmic miracle, he discovered it, a young, untouched world we now call Earth, a beacon of hope in the vast darkness, a chance to reclaim his lost glory. But this wasn't just any celestial body. Earth held the key to saving Nibiru's dying atmosphere. Gold, the cosmic element of life, a world rich in life, and richer still in the gold that could save Nibiru's skies. A resource that could restore his people and solidify his claim to power. Gold wasn't just a precious metal, it was life to Nibiru. The thinning atmosphere of the gods' world required a rare compound, one that only gold could provide. Alalu's discovery of gold on Earth wasn't chance, it was fate. Whoever controlled the gold controlled the survival of the gods. And so, Earth became more than a distant world. It became a battlefield waiting for a war. Alalu descended alone and claimed Earth as his own. But the gods do not suffer betrayal lightly. On Nibiru, Anu summoned his sons, Enki, the keeper of cosmic wisdom, and Enlil, the bearer of celestial command. Two powerful figures, each with their own strengths and ambitions, now tasked with a mission of paramount importance. They descended upon Earth, not as conquerors, but as heirs to a silent war. And there, upon Earth's soil, they met Alalu, the exiled king, the fallen rival. Their mission? To descend upon Earth and confront the exiled king. What began as a straightforward task evolved into a complex standoff of bloodlines, betrayal, and cosmic power. A collision course that would forever alter the destiny of both Nibiru and Earth. When Enki and Enlil arrived on Earth, they didn't fight Alalu with swords or ships. They fought with promises, with secret alliances, with silent moves in a game that would last generations. Every settlement, every mining station, every human creation was part of a hidden war between gods. Yet Alalu's bloodline did not fade. His kin, Anzu, bore the fire of rebellion, vowing to reclaim what was lost. The cosmic stage was set for a multi-generational conflict that would shape the destiny of entire galaxies. A conflict that would ultimately lead to the rise of Marduk, the hero, the king, the god. As we contemplate this cosmic saga, we're reminded of a universal truth. In every rise to power, there are echoes of fall that came before. The echoes of Alalu's exile, Anu's decision, and the silent war of the Anunnaki gods. If ancient tales whisper to something deep within you, subscribe to Lorevia Echoes, where forgotten myths still breathe. Like, share, and invite others to follow the echoes before they fade again.